Do you have some knackers living next door? Sorry.
Welcome.
Sorry, pikeys. I know. I don't know.
Yeah, pikeys.
I'm sorry for the creaky chair. I need to
It's not me.
lube it up a bit.
Craic Park number 80.
45.
Close enough.
I had to actually go and check that. Now, have you watched the last one? Did you go and listen back to it?
I didn't.
So have you seen it at all?
No.
Alright. Okay. Listen.
I was away. Fuck me. Where'd that come from? Is that real?
I never touched it.
I didn't touch it. I didn't look at it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Well, then I noticed this just as before I came in.
Because of the name.
It's because of the name.
Nice one.
And
well,
the thumbnail.
I have a story about a
you see-
taxi actually.
you saw
I
the
saw it
thumb?
on me, yeah.
That's why I sent it.
I have a picture I took of a teddy that we were in a toy shop. And where is it? And I meant to send it to you, but I never actually ended up sending it. So I'm going to pop it up on the screen right now. See that head? That moves in the day. It's cool.
Moves as in the little blocks
Yeah,
move, or just
sorry,
the sun
it only moves at night. But,
Yeah.
it does.
It moves during the day. It only moves at night.
Sorry, I meant the other way around.
Yeah.
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 Sorry,
Well,
I'm just
that's
getting
all
this
right.
little
That
taxi.
definitely suits me.
Just getting this little
Because
taxi.
one is actually piggybacking on another one.
Do you know the way you can?
Dennis.
Sorry. We're kind of going off a little bit out.
Yeah.
When do we not keep on topic?
We haven't really.
Do you know the way
talked.
on Snapchat you can put your face on, swap your faces?
Okay. Yes, I do
She
know
swapped her face with Dennis. That picture, it freaked the shit out of me.
that. And you have it.
No, I forgot to
And we will
show
show it.
No.
It would be great if I could find and get the destroyer picture and stick it on it. Very cool. Yeah. And put that now instead of now type thing. Yeah, I don't know what's behind
did I
it,
show
by the
you
way.
what
I
I
don't know
got
what
for
gameplay
Valentines?
is. No.
Yeah.
That has to go up. Sorry, that has to be shown. Send
this
that
is
or
what
put
I
in the
got
Dropbox. That
for
is
myself
absolutely...
for Valentines. It was quite romantic.
To get stuff from you was weird,
I
though.
must say, it was quite romantic.
Even though it was always sunny stuff. That is
This
hilarious.
Is how I dressed up for.
Well, that's your hand doing the...
She got me to do this on the
LEG
plane,
stuff.
which was there was somebody sitting beside me, which was a bit weird, but still done it. Still done it. Anyway, so how we all doing?
So this is... Mazzy only came back really yesterday.
Properly.
You were kind of floating about.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. I went back up the country.
Oh, and I saw the post that you put up or something about Drogheda not being recognised as a city or
copied
something.
that.
Is that real?
Yeah, because they were going to. She kept saying, "Oh, we're a city."
I know.
So, yeah, that's real.
the only thing I noticed. Yeah. Fucking hell. Good times.
Good times.
So, Prague. We have talked about quite a lot in the last few weeks. You leading up to it, so...
So I'm back. Mm-hmm. I do actually have a story about a fake taxi.
Oh.
I do.
Right.
So over there in Prague, we were walking down the streets and all. Very nice city, beautiful. We were staying in Newtown, and there's Old Town where there's big buildings and all. There's all old buildings everywhere.
Like Bruges and all
Yeah.
those,
On our street, there was a Irish pub.
Very good.
Called Rocky O'Reilly's. Rocky O'Reilly's had a sister pub called the Dubliner, which had a sister pub called the Irish Times. So the second night...
In the city?
In the city.
Okay.
So the second night we said, fuck it, we'll go... Second or third night? Second night we said, fuck it, we'll see what the Dubliner was like.
The sister.
The sister pub. So we ventured down the streets. It was only about 7:30 or so. But as we were walking down, we were getting lots of puffy puff, puff puff, poof poof, poof poof.
Like
I was like, excuse me, she's with me. Thank you very much. I was like, later, I was like, are you a pirate? Because I have lots of semen for you. So we were walking out, and then there was a guy standing on a street corner. Looky. You English, I was like, no, I'm Irish. No, we just kept walking. So we kept going down anyway, and it was quite a few streets out of kind of the main city, so it was down side roads and all. So we were like, right, fuck it. So we got there anyway, and we said, right, when it was time to leave, it was about maybe 10, 11 o'clock, we said we'll head back, but we said we'll get a taxi. So we went to the bar, because Rocky O'Reilly's, they had a sign that said, don't get any taxi outside, let us ring for you.
Yes.
So we thought it was going to be exactly the same. So we went up and we said, can you ring us a taxi? And he said no, but the nightclub is down this street. So it was literally one street over, and there was loads of taxis. So we got into a taxi anyway, and not gonna lie, I kind of shit me ninnies, because when we got in, the taxi man, the yoke on top, took it out and put it on a seat and drove off. So we were sitting there, and I was like, oh, it's grand, it's grand. She'd kind of eyes on her, and I was like, no, it's alright.
She's eyes on her?
Yeah, I was like, we'll be grand, we'll be grand, it's alright. There's lots of people still around. If it's a bit dodgy, we'll just say, pull over. So, yeah, just before he left, he said, right, €1 over there is about 24. So €1 is 24 crown. 25 crowns.
Okay.
That's
their currency.
That's their currency.
Crown.
So we were a kilometre away. It was at 1.1 kilometre, roughly around from our hotel. And he showed us a bill as he was driving, because it was danger and I wanted to be safe and didn't want to get bum raped. Until the hotel.
What about you?
But so he showed us, and it said 480, which would have been roughly about €18 for 1 kilometre.
Yeah.
Now it took us about maybe 15 minutes to walk. 10, 15 minutes maybe to walk from the hotel down the streets and getting our bearings and all. This fucker ended up going on to the motorway, looping it. We knew, so he completely rode us. So for under a kilometre, it should have been whatever. It wasn't €18.
Oh yeah.
And we looked it up the next day.
Should be a $5 or something.
And it said that they were only roughly supposed to charge us about by law about 60 of their crown. And we got fucking stung for 480. But as I said, we got back safe. There wasn't any fucking mess, and we didn't get fucking. Not that we would have, but still. Because, when we were walking, even throughout the day, we were walking down streets, and there was lots of Thai massages and different things. But there was a lot of buildings that you go. Like, there was a few buildings down streets, and even on main streets, where you seen, like, chalk writing over the doors. I don't know what they said. It was just, you could see the seedy part of Prague. Definitely. One thing I will say is, this isn't a racist thing, it isn't whatever. There was a lot more Chinese than there were fucking Czech. Everywhere there was Chinese people. Now I know they travel and all that, but holy fuck, I barely seen any good looking Czech women. Because you expect to go over there, you see all the Eastern. Nope, none of them. I think I seen one.
The good looking Chinese women.
No, they were the. What was a good mic? Yeah. They were sneezing, they were hocking up. But yeah, so no, it was interesting. It was good. A lot of food, a lot of walking.
Did you eat any? Did you see any goulash?
There was one place, but it was actually near. Most of the places just had normal kind of food. Well, now we didn't go too far. Yeah.
What is normal?
We didn't go too far out. Of our kind of comfort zone, really. We stayed to the Irish pub, we ate in the hotel restaurant, we ate in a couple of other places. But one thing I did eat was beetroot soup. And I must say, it was fucking delicious. It was pink, and it was warm, and it was really, really, really
like
nice.
I know what beetroot tastes like. Did it taste like beetroot, or did they probably put stuff into it with it?
Like, you know the way beetroot is kind of, not sour, but it was supposed to have vinegar. But it was sweet, and it had almonds in it. It was really, really nice. The chips over there, they're all oven chips. Wasn't too impressed. But no, it was a good trip, and the hotel was absolutely fantastic. We got there the first day, and we seen up on the...
Did you get from the airport? Did you get your car?
Oh, that's another thing, right? We said we were expecting a Skoda or whatever like that. So we got out there was no car. We were like, right. It's all the people holding signs, our name wasn't on it. So we said, right, we'll just ring the crowd. And she done a voice like Borat. Said your man, hey hello, yes, one moment please.
I thought you said that she put the voice.
No, she put on the voice. She done the voice because she rang them and she was going, yes it is, hello.
To the people on the...
No, back to you. Sorry, back to you. Yes. But so then as we hung up, they said, did we want to get back to you? Yes. This guy just kind of appeared with name and went, and we were like, oh yeah, yes please, yeah, and very quiet and shook our hands. My hand was all sweaty from the plane, so I was like, nice to meet you. Brought us out to a big I'd say about 8-seater transit van. Jumped in, and all I can say for the check, they don't fucking mess about with driving. So the fast lane is on the left, slow lane's on the right. We were driving on the fast. There's a guy in front, car here. They literally just zigzagged the whole way, beeping and rallying around. Our bags were going everywhere. We were going everywhere. And he was
runnings.
And he was continuously texting while he was driving. Just you could just see him down. But they're very.
You're not painting a very nice picture of the place.
The place itself is beautiful. The people. I will say the people aren't really friendly. So she was telling me when she went when she went to Poland, Budapest, even all the taxi men, Ireland, very good. Yeah. Nothing. There and back, no talk, no nothing, just money, all that kind of stuff. Got out. Some of the restaurants, they were kind of rude, but we were kind of reading up, it's kind of their culture. It's not that they're rude, it's that they're, when they get to know you, and they have a lot of tradition. So one tradition is the man has to go into a bar, restaurant, shop before the woman. Always. And we were like, that's a bit...
so if there's people on the door, you'll have to go in first. Yeah. They'll let you in first.
She
before...
took the mick out of that fucking tradition.
Yeah, but...
everywhere we went, you go first.
No, but what I mean is you weren't walking into a McDonald's and you went... you have to stay here, and then you walked in.
No, it was okay. It's mostly for pubs. Okay, but where the tradition comes from is years and years ago, a man would go in first, and if it was a seedy place, he'd make sure it was okay for the woman to go in. But she took the piss out of that, making me go everywhere. But it was beautiful. I really had a nice time. Weather was completely different than what I thought. It was cold, but we had sunglasses on every day because it was beaming.
Would you go back?
Yes, I wouldn't go back for another while. I'd like to go back, say 6 years, 10 years, maybe more down the line to go. Oh yeah, look at that kind of place. But no, really enjoyable.
Did you do any nightlife things?
No, we just went to pubs, and we were kind of happy with that. We were saying there's no real, not that there's no point, but we were kind of getting up early enough every morning. Getting breakfast and then heading out. So
if you wanted to do a dance, just stick a bit of Rick Astley, on back
we were laughing at the Irish pub the very first night. There were 2 Mexican lads. They were playing Tin Lizzy. One lad had a guitar, acoustic guitar. One lad had a fiddle. They were playing Mumford and Sons. They were playing Nathan Carter. They were playing Wolf Tones. They were playing all Irish. A lot of Irish and kind of folky music. It was the fun, and everyone was up singing and dancing, and so it was great. So we didn't need that, but no, it was fun, and I really enjoyed it. And
did you go out on any of your tours that you wanted? I genuinely don't know.
We went on. We didn't go on any boat tours, anything like that. They were. Again, all of them were a bit too far out that we would have had to be there a lot, all of them. So, and we didn't.
You might do that the next time.
So, what we ended up doing was doing a lot of shy talking and kind of having a lot of walking around shops and doing kind of thing. Okay. But we went to went to the big cathedral there. Went up one of the kind of watchtowers. Fucking flights and flights around the stairs. Then went to their Leinster House kind of it was a government kind of building, massive. One of the rooms is a full 2-story room, and you could fit a 3-bedroom house in it, and it's just a room. It was fantastic. The painting there was the size of your house. It was just massive. Went up that tower. We seen a lot, and we done a lot of that kind of thing, paying in, kind of going, having a look at paintings and kind of stuff like that, and the place itself, loads of pictures.
So some memories.
And then we went to, there's a famous bridge, and you walk across.
Sorry, did you bring your camera or did you use your phone?
Go on. I brought my camera. Camera.
No, go on about the bridge.
Yeah, so the bridge is a big long bridge that connects, I think, the old to the new kind of, and we crossed that, and there was all character lads on it, and the amount of Instagram fucking. There was mounted lads, not even women, leaning against the bridge. like proper, like, and they were fucking taking pictures. A lot of homeless there as well. We done a lot of sort, like, it's the kind of place where you don't have to really pay to see a lot of places. Like, it's all around you. All the buildings are fantastic looking. And so no, it was great. I had a great time.
The heat, sorry.
I enjoyed myself.
And your camera, did something happen with the battery or something?
Yeah. Before we left, I think we took pictures of something in the airport or something like that. Yeah, it was in the airport, and I mustn't have switched it off because when I got there, exhausted battery. So ended up taking my phone, but the phone is just as good. Like the Samsung,
I know your one. Yeah.
Samsung phone is pretty good. It's the Note 8.
Was that a fart or was it a night? Okay. So you had fun. Well,
speaking of farts, all that went out. I'd say the second
you were saying
day.
that. Yeah.
It nothing I could do. I was saying fuck that, and then she was 10 times worse. So,
and what was the layout of the bedroom regards sleeping position and bathroom? Was the bathroom far enough away that you could go in and do your nightly?
Do your nightly shit, yeah. Sometimes daily, but just put on.
Did you be able to flush before you?
Oh yeah, and the great thing about it wasn't one of those waiting flushes. It was constant. You flush and you could flush again, kind of thing. So in case there was overflow, but bed was massive, like as in you rolled over, then you roll over, then you roll over, then you find them kind of thing. So there was major comfort.
The little one said roll over.
But no, really enjoyable.
Good.
Great holiday, yeah. Lots
and
of
you came back and you seemed happy and not too tired anyway when I saw you on Saturday.
Lots of lulls and lots of laughs. So I think I'm going up. So now the next thing now that I have to prepare myself for is the christening, which is on the 11th. So that's. But I was told, unlike the first child, there's a lot, like the first child, people came up from Cork and came over from England, cousins came up.
Loads of people now, is it?
This time, it's more the people that are kind of in Drogheda that'll be coming. So I won't meet. One of the aunties is coming home from England, but that's the auntie with no children, so I'm not going to meet them. And but I'm looking forward to it because I think it's going to be very casual. Like we go to the church, come back to the Ma's house, for dry nibbles and cocktail sausages, and then I think after that we might go out with her dad. Maybe it's down to his pub or something like that, and then we're going out with our friends then after that.
Very good.
I don't think it's going to be amazing, but I just have to prepare myself mentally and emotionally. How are you, Mike?
I'm delighted that you've been speaking for 17 minutes almost straight.
And we're done. Don't forget to thumb Gavin. Seriously though, 200 and something views.
Go for you. It's all about the thumbnail. I had to go and make sure I had the exact name of it. The exact name or the exact way that you wanted to name it. And it popped up. Now I'm intrigued to see that other video that is up there from Fact 5 or Top 5. Shit, it's gone into
the moment. I love
Top
them.
5.
I've
Top 5 Best Fake Taxi XX.
I've watched some of them before and they are so funny. It's like, shut up talking and lick my arse. And he's just like, come on John, you dirty bastard. Skip.
Speaking of arse, we watched the film the other night that I had seen before, but we wanted to watch, and it was one of those we had watched. What do you call them? No, we had watched The Young Offenders, I think, and I didn't want to talk about this while we were doing the card the other day. I just said I'd wait till this, and we were watching Young Offenders, and then Kamiki was getting ready to go to bed, and I was flicking through, and I said, I just want to stick on to see the star of it, and we started watching, and we watched the whole thing. Bronson. It is probably my favourite Tom Hardy film. Shut your mouth! Quicker! The bit where, because I remember the bit where he was in the art place, and I knew he got covered up in paint or something, but I couldn't. And I knew it was a bit with butter or Vaseline. But the bit where he has your man locked in the place, and he's getting your man, I have to put my war paint on, and he's there, and he's going, you put on my back, my back and my ass. Yeah, in the cell, in my ass, not in my asshole. I'm not a homo.
Do you know, I've only seen that, I think,
and the fucking Mickey flapping around on him.
I've only seen it 2 or 3 times,
yeah.
and I have to. It's been.
Just go back and watch it again.
I think the last time I seen it was when I told you to watch it.
Yeah.
And if you've seen it a good while ago, it means it's a while since I've seen it.
It just
that and Chopper. Chopper's brilliant as well, but nothing
like
to
this.
Nothing compared to Bronson.
It was just.
Tom Hardy does things to me.
It was just absolutely fantastic, and if anyone's watching this and you haven't seen Bronson and you're of age, go and watch Bronson, because it is just such a hilarious
Tom Hardy flaps about. Tom Hardy.
Well, I definitely went back and I rewound that bit because of the whole quicker, and he's fucking shouting at your man's there slathering on the fucking, oh man, you cunts, and I fucking love it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. It was just absolutely brilliant. When you said there about licking assholes, I was just thinking of fucking, your man go, not in my bum.
I'll have to go back now.
Not in my asshole. Oh, just brilliant. Come on, you cunt. And you just all the time, just brilliant. Such a great film. Bar that, done nothing all week. We worked quite well.
Very good.
And that was it, really. And because Kamiki was off all week, we watched the shows at night. Watched her stuff. So
I have all of them.
Did 1 or 2 streams, and then that was it. Nothing major. Just waited for you to come home.
No.
Are we going to talk about the gate? No. Okay.
Right, if you want.
Nah. It's alright.
It's up to you whenever you say.
It's alright. Let's just say we don't need to get to 10,000 subs anymore.
But if we
the
get
squeal out of you when you said it.
I will say it.
It was
so funny, 'cause I just spun the head.
Yeah, you didn't. It was just brilliant. I welled up. Wasn't able to close the gate after. But yeah, no, that's the catch up from Mazzy.
Yeah,
there's nothing else. Back to work today and back to the grindstone.
But yeah, we've knackers living beside us.
Well, let's just. Well, the sister said, because Kamiki said to me earlier, I don't know what we'll call your twin. We'll just say sister, young sister. Said she went to the Jacks the other. She didn't say she went to the Jacks, but she said that she went to the Jacks. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the back door opened up, and she heard some fella pissing out on the paving slabs in the backyard, and going back in. And I don't know. There's one thing when you're out and about up in it, if you have a big garden and you're out messing around or you're working or something and you're dying for a piss and you stand in behind a tree or something and you take a piss, like that. But at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning in a house that's not overly big, where it's probably quicker to walk to the toilet. Yeah. It's not that's probably why there were power holes, and that's what I was saying to me. We had to do this crack talk later, we did, and we were going to do it because it was a big industrial power hose outside.
Could have been just him pissing.
So, yeah.
That's all it. Done now, there, bow the shouting. There we go. Got there in the end.
That's right.
Nick?
That's it. Nothing else coming up. Nothing else to talk about.
No.
Nothing else. Nothing in the news that you want to talk about. No. There's nothing.
Really, no.
Nothing.
I know Kieran Hines is upset and all, and he says that hopefully he said it's not the film that they were working on. And apparently Zack Snyder, his one is 10 times better. Apparently there's rumours now that he's been sacked from it and all that kind of stuff. So. But that'll be another one. When we kind of get back into the swing of talking superheroes now, that'll be another one.
Because I haven't gone back and watched any of the TV shows.
Oh, I thought you said you caught up on all that.
Oh no.
Sorry, I thought when you said I caught up on them all this week.
Oh no, no. I said we watched some of the shows that the other stuff. Yeah, no. Sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've all them to catch up on. So don't know the swing, so there's no spoilers in this one.
No.
Barry wasn't diddled in a taxi.
But you
By
wanted
a
to be
taxi
diddled.
man.
But you wanted to be diddled on the street by someone.
Lucky. That's
I heard
it.
that there was a. Remember, we were talking a few weeks ago that there was a sex. Were we talking? Did I tell you about that, or I saw it on Mr. Harry Britt that the Germans were having? They had a woman opened up a brothel with sex toys.
Oh, there's one in England. Yeah, it had to be
There
closed
was
down.
one in England that was closed down. How did you hear that? Because I heard it on
was
Mr. Harry Britt.
It was on uni lad.
All right.
Fucking
Yeah, and
lad
they're
boys.
giving away all the
Yeah.
dolls in a raffle because the people weren't happy. They didn't have enough time to sell them. Used sex dolls.
Spelunking. Do you like spelunking? Well, I think.
I think that's
You have anything else to add?
No, nothing else.
Nick,
I
go
just
on.
wanted to catch up with the whole.
Fuck. But again,
Prague
all the stuff I
stuff.
said, I did really like the city. I will go back there again, and it is a nice place to go.
Yes. But don't get in the taxis
So I'm getting taxis, and
unless John is.
if you're going to tum anybody, tum me and Mike one repeatedly at the same time. Bye, Gavin.